Yo, what's good, guys? I hope y'all are having a good weekend. Now, I wasn't planning to make a video about this, but I've seen a lot of people talking about this, and there's still one specific topic that is not being talked about, and a lot of people are still kind of disappointed, worried, upset, and I wanted to make sure you guys understand this. Now, the topic we're going to talk about real quick is the Cyberpunk X Wuthering Waves collab, and the fact that it pretty much all got leaked outside of the story. And I want to tell you guys how I feel about that, what I think Kuro did wrong. But one particular detail is the thing that I really want to let y'all know, and that is the fact that people are very worried about the kits of these units, more in particular about Rebecca. They're worried about the fact that Rebecca is going to be exclusively tied down to Lucy. And today, without going into their kits, without spoiling anything, I'm going to tell you guys whether you should be worried about this or not, because like many others, I do look at leaks, okay? So I'm not going to break down the kits. I'm not going to tell you exactly what they do. I'm just simply going to put that at ease. But before we do that, the main reason that I wanted to make this video is because there is a lot of people dropping videos regarding this topic. We got Gotcha Smack over here, Kuros leak fail. We have Egg over here. Leakers have ruined the Cyberpunk Edgerunners X Wuthering Waves collab. And then we have VXV, the leaked Cyberpunk X Wuthering Waves situation, amongst many others, okay? So I really want to go down and pretty much break down what I think regarding this particular scenario. And I'm just going to break it down pretty damn simple. First and foremost, I'm someone that enjoys leaks. The reason I do this is because I like spending in my games. And even when I don't spend, I like managing my resources, right? So in my opinion, for me at least, when there are leaks, I actually find that to be exciting. It allows me to save towards, future characters. It lets me plan my resources accordingly, and it actually generates more hype. At least it does for me, okay? That's pretty much the way I feel regarding that, ladies and gentlemen. I think that leaks are actually pretty damn good in terms of allowing a lot of people, especially free to plays, to place their resources where they really want them to, rather than generating so much FOMO. Now, I want to make sure you guys understand one thing though. I don't think that leaks should be done in the way that just randoms put them out there. Now, if you guys have been keeping up with Wuthering Waves, we've actually had leaks, official leaks by Kuro that have generated insane amount of hype, teasing us characters before they're actually officially teased by the Wuthering Waves social media. We had this happen with Cardathea, if you guys remember, and this was really big. Everybody was super hyped. They were like ecstatic when they got the Cardathea, gameplay trailer from, I believe it was Jeff Keighley from the Games Awards, and that was pretty damn lit, right? Everybody was excited. We got the 3.0 leaks as well. I believe it was from PlayStation or Xbox, someone like that, and it was super dope, right? I believe that's how they should have handled the Cyberpunk collab. In this particular scenario, I think it's a win for the players because a lot of people are going to be able to see their kids, are going to be able to see what they do, read about what they do, and they're going to decide if they want to pull for characters like Dania that's right around the corner, right? So I think that for the players, that's always going to be really good. I'm pro players when it comes to all of these gacha games and gacha companies. I think Kuro should have done better. Now, from the company perspective, I think Kuro did mess up. I think they should have absolutely released their own little gameplay. Like, bro, remember what they did with Cardathea? They just had her walking around doing her little animations, and that was it. That was it. And it was such an insane hype thing to see. They should have absolutely got a little footage just like that and sent it to CD Projekt Red so they would share it on their social medias, or I don't know, PlayStation or somebody, bro. Somebody. They should have done that. It would have generated more hype because if you guys don't know, every single time from the dawn of Wuthering Waves, every time before a character releases, they have beta test servers. And every single time the characters get leaked about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks before they even get put in the game. So Kuro knew this was going to happen. It always happens. So I think from a marketing perspective, they really fumbled out here by not releasing leaks themselves through a organized, media where they could have kind of manage their exposure and done it through people that have a lot more reach rather than all these random little clips being scattered all over the place and it would have been a lot more hype. Don't get me wrong, the leaks in heavy detail would have still gone out. The information about their kits, all of that would have still gone out because Kuro has test servers, right? They open test servers and people test these things out. But I think Kuro could have done a lot better by generating the hype themselves, especially if they're working with CD Projekt Red. That's not to say this collab won't do great. I still think this collab is hands down one of the best collabs in gacha history, and I know that sounds extremely glazy, like I'm over here glazing Kuro, right? It just sounds like that, but the reality of it is, I do love Cyberpunk. I played the game, I watched the anime, and it's pretty damn good, and I think the characters, not only in the way they look, but in the way they play, without going into spoilers, are really, really high detail. Very, very top quality type characters and designs. So overall, I think they did great. But that's pretty much my takes on leaks. I think it's just the way it is with these games. I'm always up to date with the leaks when it comes to Wuwa and some of the other games that I like. I just like to know what's coming, how to prepare for it, and all that good stuff. And now moving on to maybe why you wanted to watch this video and stuck around, right? First and foremost, without going into details, holy crap, these units look insane. They look absolutely insane, not only in the way that they play, but also in their kits, bro. They look really, really good. We don't know if they're going to be like busted or not because those numbers and calculations aren't fully out yet, but I will tell you they look really good. Animations, the way they flow, the way their kit works, all of that is super, super good. The next part, yes, there is a specific synergy between Rebecca and Lucy. Think of it something like Yuno and Augusta. You know how you can put Yuno in multiple teams, but you could also specifically put her with Augusta to work with her buff a lot better, the one that generates stacks? Yes, pretty much you have something similar with Rebecca and Lucy where they're going to work together a lot better. But this is where it gets really important, guys. You will be able to use Rebecca, the character we're getting for free, in many other teams. Many other teams, guys. She is very, very good, and she absolutely works outside of just the Lucy comp. I know a lot of people might be thinking, yeah, but she's not going to be that good. I don't want to go into details, okay? I don't want to go into details. But if you're a Rebecca fan, or you just simply like the character, just understand, we're getting our first copy for free. If you are smart, you would get her weapon, because, I mean, if they're going to give you a character for free, you might as well get the weapon. With the weapon and character alone, you're going to be able to provide some pretty damn good buffs to characters outside of Lucy. Matter of fact, with Lucy, she just gets an extra little more oomph to the buffs. That's pretty much it, okay? She is still going to be better with Lucy, but she's going to be very good outside of that comp. And if you happen to get her S2, she's going to be even better. So that's what you guys need to understand. We still need to see what they do with the tweaks. These stats and all of these buffs and all of these things are not final. But what I can tell you, at least for now, is don't worry. We're getting a character that is going to be very good. We're getting a character that once you get their weapon is going to be even better. We're getting a character that if you want to pair it up with Lucy, god dang, you're going to have a banger team comp. And we're getting a character that if you want to pair up with other units, it's also going to provide some very interesting support, sub DPS, all that good stuff, okay? But that's really it when it comes to this particular topic. Let me know in the comment section below. I want to ask you guys some things real quick. Very important. Are you guys excited for the Cyberpunk collab? And the fact that all these leaks went out, if you've seen them, has it changed your opinion on getting Dania, right? I know Dania is a character that I think her fan base is like completely mixed. It's not like, you know, a Cardathea type character that most of the fan base was on board. With Dania, it's either you're a die-hard fan of that character or you could care less. Where are you at, and has the Cyberpunk collab leaks affected you? And if you haven't seen the collab leaks, do you care about leaks at all? Personally, I'm gonna be like this. I like leaks. It allows me to save and plan accordingly. But if I don't care about leaks, I just don't look at them. Right? You're scrolling social media, you see that there's like a Lucy, and you see full Lucy gameplay, just don't click the video. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to be it. I think Kuro did fumble the ball in terms of like how their approach to this particular scenario has been and how they could have gotten more of a reach. But outside of that, guys, don't worry. These characters are going to be lit. And then we also have Lucilla around the corner that is looking pretty damn good, pretty damn sexy. But that's going to be it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and peace.